Cole Palmer, a prodigious talent from Manchester City's academy, made a high-profile move to Chelsea on deadline day in 2023. This transfer sent shockwaves through the Premier League. Chelsea, despite heavy spending, were struggling. They found themselves languishing in the bottom half of the table. The Blues hoped Palmer would be the answer to their attacking woes. Palmer had shown glimpses of his immense potential at Manchester City. He was eager for more playing time to continue his development. However, the fierce competition for places at the Etihad Stadium made it difficult for him to secure a regular starting spot. Chelsea, desperate for a spark, offered him a fresh start and a chance to shine. The young attacker arrived at Stamford Bridge with the weight of expectation on his shoulders. Chelsea fans were eager to see if he could replicate the form that had made him one of the most highly rated youngsters in English football. Palmer, for his part, was determined to prove his worth and establish himself as a key player for his new club. The stage was set for Palmer to embark on a new chapter in his career, but little did anyone know the twists and turns that lay ahead. Would he sink or swim in the pressure cooker of the Premier League? Only time would tell. Palmer's Chelsea career got off to an underwhelming start. His first 4 appearances for the Blues were remarkably quiet. He struggled to impose himself on games. The goals and assists that Chelsea fans had been hoping for were nowhere to be seen. The pressure began to mount on the young forward. Doubts crept in about whether he could make the step up to a top-6 club. Some pundits even questioned whether Chelsea had made the right decision in signing him. The weight of expectations seemed to be weighing heavily on Palmer's shoulders. His early performances were characterized by a lack of confidence and a tendency to drift in and out of matches. He often found himself isolated from his teammates, starved of service, and unable to influence the game in the way he had done at youth level. The step up to the Premier League seemed to have come too soon for the young starlet. The Chelsea faithful, known for their demanding nature, began to grow impatient. They craved a hero, someone to reignite their season. Palmer, it seemed, was not yet ready to be that hero. He needed a spark, a moment of magic to turn his fortunes around. Palmer's turning point came in a dramatic encounter against Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium. Chelsea were awarded 2 penalties in the match, and Palmer stepped up to take both. He coolly slotted them both away, securing a valuable point for his team. These 2 goals proved to be a catalyst for the young forward. The weight seemed to lift off his shoulders, and he began to play with a newfound freedom and confidence. His passing became crisper, his movement sharper, and his finishing more clinical. He followed up his brace against Arsenal with another crucial goal, this time the winner in a hard-fought victory against Tottenham Hotspur. The following week, he was on target again, scoring a stunning solo goal against Sheffield United. Suddenly, Palmer was the name on everyone's lips. His performances were a rare bright spot in an otherwise disappointing season for Chelsea. He quickly established himself as a fan favourite at Stamford Bridge, with supporters chanting his name from the stands. The boy from Manchester had finally arrived on the big stage. By March, Palmer had racked up an impressive 13 goals and 8 assists in the Premier League. His performances saw him mentioned as a contender for the PFA Young Player of the Year award. He was living up to his potential and then some. His season was capped off with 2 memorable hat-tricks. The first came in a thrilling 3-2 victory over Manchester United at Old Trafford, with Palmer scoring a dramatic 101st-minute winner. The second came in a comfortable win against Everton, with Palmer running riot against the Toffees' defence. Palmer finished the season with a remarkable 21 goals and 10 assists in the Premier League, second only to Erling Haaland in the scoring charts. He had established himself as one of the most exciting young talents in world football. Despite his success at Chelsea, Palmer has remained grounded. He has spoken of his desire to continue learning and improving. His journey is just beginning. and the future looks incredibly bright for this young superstar.